What is up, YouTube? I am back today with another video for you guys. And you know we come back with them bangers. And all 2020 we gonna be dropping bangers, pranks, videos, gaming, all of that is coming. But without further ado, I have a guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm his dad. I don't know what more to say after that, but came on because we just watched a documentary called The Secret. Some of y'all probably heard of it, some of y'all probably haven't. I watched it 1,000 times already, but I just introduced my son into it because we had a conversation earlier about just wanting things and wanting to do things better, and just wanting to be happier through life, and that type of stuff. So JJ, what you after watching it, we literally just got done watching it, so give me some feedback on how you feel about after watching it.
I feel like there's a whole bunch of emotions and stuff that I feel like that I can actually achieve. Like, me wanting to do YouTube, I actually feel like, oh, if I believe, like, I can actually grow my channel and I can be something. I can be an icon on YouTube or something like that. But I just feel like it's true because most of the stuff they were talking about in the documentary has happened in my life. So I'm like, oh, so this is what it actually is. I never knew what it was, but now I'm understanding this is, what it is.
Alright, so with that, so you kind of saying that you kind of already knew about it, but you didn't know that you was actually doing it. You didn't know what it was, but you knew it was something, but you didn't know exactly what it was. All right. So my next question is, after seeing it, like, how big of an impact do you think it's gonna have on the rest of your life after seeing it for the first time?
I think that it's gonna help me believe a little bit more to what I used to believe. Cause what I used to do is, like, yesterday I got really mad because I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this, I can't do that with YouTube. But then I'm like, okay, calm down. I gotta do this and I gotta do that to do it. So I'm like, so I just took a break from it because stress is the one thing that you do not want when you really want something. Yeah.
All right, so for me, like I said, I seen it a bunch of times, and throughout the throughout the show or the documentary, we paused it a few times, and I was breaking certain things down to him, and I would pause in between to make sure that he understood some of the information, because a lot of it can be a little difficult to understand for some people. But one of the questions was do you think that it's true? You know what I'm saying? Of course, he just kind of answered that, but that was one of the questions in between. Was like, do you think this is something that's true? So the next question is this something that you will start thinking about consciously? And what I mean by consciously, do you think there's something that you would go into, like, your everyday, like, there's something that's gonna be on your mind, like, okay, dang, I can't think like that, I gotta think in a different way, because my thoughts can become
My lifestyle.
Exactly. So do you think there's something that you would focus on more now?
Yeah, well, actually knowing that I've did it before and actually seeing what I'm actually doing, now I feel like, yeah, I can actually, that just opened up a whole new set of things. It just made me believe a lot more. It just made me, think about life a little more.
All right, so after me sitting you down and kind of forced you to watch it, are you happy that I made you watch it?
Yes.
So to all your YouTubers and all your future YouTubers, is this something that you would recommend them to watch as well?
Most definitely. It will open up a whole new set of things. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like me, I want when I get older, I want a Bugatti. I want to live in a mansion. I want to have nice things like that. No buts, no doubts, no nothing. Don't think that like, oh, that's too much money. That's this, that's that. Just believe. I'm not saying that's the only thing that you have to do, but that's the most important thing that you. If you don't have it up here, you're not gonna have it in life at all. So I would recommend a lot of people to watch this movie because it will just help you. It will help the world. It will help everybody's life.
All right, so let's to this young king talk. So for me, I always, for the most part, once I seen this, and even before, just as he said, was that we unconsciously already doing it with certain things, with everybody, regardless how old you are of the age. When you want something and you think about it so much and you really believe that you have it already and you put so much focus into it, you kind of, well, a lot of times you end up with it, and then at the end of it, you always say, I knew I can do it, I knew I'd be able to have it, I knew I'd be able to do that, I told myself that I can do it. But it's the flip side to that too, is that when you think that you can't have something, or you start focus on a bunch of things, a bunch of negative things, then those things start to occur as well, because that's what you're thinking about. So my advice to everybody is, you have to be aware of what you're thinking about, and also if you do want something, it have to be clear and apparent that this is what you want, this is what you want to do, and that's what you think about, and that's what you drive towards. And just like you said, like you can't just think about it. You have to put the work in behind it as well. It ain't just like you can just sit around and just think that you're gonna have something and then you don't have to work for it. You also have to put action behind it as well. But just like you said, you have to start up here first. So one of the last questions is, what's one quote or one thing that stuck out the most to you from the documentary?
Mm, I think it was the part where it was just telling you like you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to. It was a quote like that. It wasn't exactly that, but it was a quote like that, and I'm like, and that really just stuck in my brain for a second. I think about it, processed it, all of that. I'm like,
I think it was the one where it said whatever the mind can conceive, it can achieve. I think it was that one. But like I said, I watched this thing a bunch of times, and every time I watch it, something different kind of stands out. And today, one of the biggest things that stood out, or one of the things that I thought about, and we paused it, and I was talking to JJ about it, was that a lot of times after watching something this inspirational, or just hearing somebody talk, and that person inspiring you, or whatever that is that somebody said that inspired you to want to do better with yourself or whatever, it's easy to be inspired in that moment in time, but it's harder when you get some negativity behind, after that, because it's easy to get inspired by something, but it's hard to keep that fire, it's hard to keep that inspiration. So my thing to everybody else is that after you get this feeling, and after you have that fire, always think about the reason why you started in the first place. Always think about why are you doing this, like who you trying to help, what are you trying to accomplish. And every time something negative or something bad come up, just as he said with his YouTube, pause, go away from it, and rebalance yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself back aligned. Get yourself back thinking positive to the point where that one bad thing doesn't affect you. Like don't let one bad thing affect like your whole day.
Like, cause like what they said in the documentary. It said like, if you wake up in a bad mood, like, oh, I don't want to wake up, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, your whole day is just gonna go bad. Everything's going bad. And then there was this one scene where this dude, he was in a restaurant and he was like trying to call the waiter over. He was getting really frustrated. When the waiter came over, a whole bunch of spaghetti sauce had spilled over him. And that's just the effect. It's like cause and effect. Cause you mad and stuff like that and you thinking all bad stuff, the effect is it comes to you.
Exactly. So to that, any final words?
Nah.
Alright, always, subscribe to his page, subscribe to mine. We're gonna drop it at the bottom of the page. Mine is Freeman Speak.
That's it for the video, guys. If you like this video, subscribe and comment on future videos that I should do. I will be responding to as most comments as I can. But without further ado, peace out.